It's another football show, and we're going to be discussing Nigerian players in Europe and the transfer news surrounding them. We're going to be talking about Victor Boniface, Victor Osimhen, and also Lookman Adeyemi. And with me to unpack that is Warifa Marcos, Said Andu, and Mustafa Jinodu. My name is still Afolabi. You're welcome to the show.
Okay, welcome everybody. So we know Nigeria has three very hot players right now: Osimhen, Lookman, and Boniface. Let's start with the Apology. What's going to happen with Osimhen? Is it what's going to happen? I have a feeling he might end up having to go back to Napoli or what. I don't know what's going to happen.
Of scenarios, Mustafa. Actually, because of the way he has played so well for Galatasaray. So Galatasaray themselves are actually looking for an opportunity to tie him down to a deal, right?
Yeah.
But the sticking point here is the salary. You know, the loan in Galatasaray has had to cover 100% of his loan fee. So I'm looking at if that can be compromised by the player on lowering his salary demands, they could actually do a deal with Napoli and get him because Galatasaray actually wants him. He's been on fire this season. He's been scoring goals for fun. And
he's doing well.
Man U too. Man U too was interested, but again, the sticking point is the wages. The wages are just high.
And Man U has a young striker, the other Nigerian guy, so they're gonna focus on him.
Yeah, Chidobe, John Chidobe.
Yeah. They're gonna focus on him, and it doesn't make sense to bring him when they don't have other parts of the team.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, Said, about Osimhen?
Yeah, if I happen to be one of the person that will be advising him, probably someone close to him, I'll tell him to leave Galatasaray. Of course, Galatasaray is interested in keeping him. He's been doing well, but I've been looking. I've been watching their games now, like on like 3 or 4 games that they played. They have defensive problem. That Sanchez they are using for their 5 or 6. That guy is very, very poor. They concede fine, they score a lot, but they concede a lot. And I don't see them as teams that if they can win European laurels for him. And with the kind of level he is right now, he should be targeting a club that can help him to at least win European. Because with his level now, he should be competing as in the apart from Haaland.
He's the top 5 or top 4, number 9 in the world.
Yeah, in the world. In the world right now, we should at least let's say top 5. He's presently, if you're talking about top strikers, top 5, he's there. So he shouldn't stay at Galatasaray. He should leave. That talking about Man U, I don't think he should go to Man U. If he wants to go to Man U, he should probably wait and see the kind of transfers they make before he made that move. But Chelsea is still okay.
Arsenal from what I hear, I don't think Man U has a strong interest, do they? Afolabi in him, do they? It's a rumor.
I don't think so.
There's a difference between him going to a club and making sure that the club has some midfielders and some team players that can actually play for him, so that he can actually deliver the way.
I wish he could go to Real Madrid.
Apart from that,
exactly.
Apart from
if Real Madrid calls him, I think he should go. If there's any opportunity that Real Madrid is interested in him, he should totally take that Real Madrid and go.
And send Mbappe to Newcastle.
Bournemouth, send him to Bournemouth.
They will ship Mbappe to probably 7 or 8 or something. They will find room for him.
Oh yeah. Hendrick must go. Anyway, what were you going to say before we go?
Hendrick can leave.
What I wanted to say was that the likeliest destination will probably be Chelsea because Arsenal too have a fixed wage structure. And I don't think they will adjust that to accommodate the high wage demands of men. So I feel as a player, he should be able to come down a little bit so that he can play in a more competitive league.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be also really.
Yeah. And also Arteta would not want to deal with Osimhen. He can just take Gyökeres. Gyökeres is better for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Because Arteta and Osimhen will not gel at all. Yeah. What do you think?
They will fight. They will be having misunderstanding.
Yeah, Mr. Wari. Yeah.
Okay. For what's it called, Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen, for me, he's like an idol in Galatasaray right now. The fans, they worship him. And also in the Turkish league, I think he's the highest goal scorer right now. He's doing well. Yeah. But for him to, like what Mr. Sai said, he will winning trophies, but to be local trophies in what's it called in Turkey. For him to showcase himself in a bigger stage, he has to move to maybe either Madrid, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man U, or Chelsea, and maybe if possible Barcelona as well.
Barcelona,
Now, if Victor Osimhen should go to Manchester United, like what I said, he shouldn't just rush into going into Manchester United, because if he should go to Manchester United now without them working on their midfield and getting more players, Victor Osimhen will struggle there. I know as a striker, you shining depends on the midfield. Once you have good midfield supplying you the ball, you get the best of your games. So Victor Osimhen shouldn't just run into signing for Manchester United. He should try and give them some condition as well. Let them sign.
Exactly.
So, because if you watch, most of their players are aging in Manchester United. So they should work on their creative midfield that can feed him the ball so that his potential can go to the next next level. And also he can as well win the highest goal scorer in the English league. But for now, he should just relax. He shouldn't rush into it.
Yeah, I agree. It looks like today we're just going to talk about this transfer. We can do the Nigeria World Cup. We can do it tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday or Monday. We'll figure it out. But let's continue. So let's go to and I'm sure I probably would like that too, because there's more shows, more billing. All right, let me stop. Everybody has to remember, this is Nigeria. This is Nigeria's #1 show, Niger United. So we crack jokes once in a while. Let's go to Lookman. So Lookman has agreement. I think Atlanta, they want money. They're ready to sell him. He has an agreement with
business team.
Yeah, and they said that they won't charge high transfer fee for him to leave, which is good. It's not that they don't like him, but they want to build. They can't just have just him. They want to build and make some money and everything. What are your thoughts, Afolabi?
I think Lookman's own looks a little more likely because of the fact that he came from the Premier League. I think it was in Everton before he went to Atlanta. And Manchester United is very interested. They want to do a swap deal where Højlund goes back to Atlanta and then Lookman goes to Manchester United. So Man U is one of the teams
that Atlanta would ask for 60 million. That's not too much, I guess.
No, it's not too much. And his wages are the kind of wages Man United can pay. And he's willing to go back to the Premier League anyway.
That guy will be deadly with Man U.
Sure. So I think that's
now I think Man U is talking.
Also, Liverpool is looking for him too.
And Liverpool as well.
If that Lookman deal can go through, I'm 100% sure that he will try and influence Osimhen to come there.
That'd be crazy. Osimhen at Man U.
Even Liverpool, they are going for Olaino. Liverpool. I heard rumor.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Wow. One thing, yeah.
That guy is the right back right now. That guy is, at least on my own opinion, top 5 is there in the world right now.
Yeah, the guy is good.
Sure.
Yeah, it's good.
What position is he? Defensive midfielder or what?
No, right back.
He's
a right back.
Right fullback.
But he comes forward a little.
Yeah, he's
he can return and
good, very good.
Because this guy is leaving Liverpool, Trent.
Yeah, Trent is.
Yes. So they are looking for replacement for him.
Oh, I see. I think that's more reason why they are interested in him too.
Yeah, and
he's leaving. He's going to Real Madrid.
A solid player. Okay, so let's now talk about Boniface. What are your thoughts about Boniface, Mr. Warif?
Victor Boniface. Well, for the meantime, while he's in, he wants to go to go and eat oil money.
Yeah,
young players that goes to Saudi Arabia, I don't support them because they are still young. They still have the potential of winning major trophies and making their name. Going to Saudi Arabia is for those people that are one up, like Kevin De Bruyne. Going to Saudi Arabia is good for him. But for Victor Boniface to go to Saudi,
he's just as good as Gyökeres. He's that good.
Yes, he's physical. So for him to get a better coach, I think the agents need a better club. The agents need to do more job. If possible, he should come to maybe either Spain. But going to Spain, the big clubs in Spain is just Atletico, Madrid, and Barcelona, then maybe Valencia and some other clubs. So if he can come to us, to EPL, maybe Newcastle, Bournemouth, which other club again? Maybe the second tiers of stronger force. I think it will showcase him. He can get a better club from there.
Preliminarily, he's just going to stay with Leverkusen. That's what I'm hearing. So I think he's going to sign an extension with them, but he hasn't done it yet. So I think he really wanted to go to Al Nassr, but it didn't work out. The money didn't work out. So I feel most likely he'll be with Leverkusen all next year. What do you think, Mr. Warif? I think that's going to happen.
To me, this Saudi club, they are trying to kill the passion in European football, and they are spoiling the players with money. And now you begin to ask yourself, am I going for the trophy, the fame, or am I going for the money? So these are the things that players,
no matter what, they're rich.
Yeah. Players will begin to look at it, and once they begin to go to Saudi Arabia, the European countries need to do more to keep these players in Europe. If not, the whole world or the whole adverts world media will begin to shift to Saudi Arabia, but they can never beat Europe. The European clause wouldn't allow that. But me, I would prefer Victor Boniface to remain in Leverkusen.
Oh, you're breaking a little bit, Mr. Wari, but it's okay. Or who's talking? Is that in your place, Said? Somebody talking in the background? Yeah. I think there's somebody talking. Said, put yours on mute for a second, please. Okay. All right. So yeah, last talk, Warif, about Boniface. Last talk. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will advise him to still remain in Bayern Leverkusen, because Bayern Leverkusen, apart from what's it called?
They're good on second place.
Bayern Munich. Yes, they are good. So he should just remain there, and except if he's going to a bigger club and he can move. But for now, he should still remain there.
Yeah. What are your thoughts about Boniface Afolabi? Yeah.
Well, I personally think he should stay at Leverkusen, but that's dependent on a number of things. The reason why he wants to stay in Leverkusen is because of Xabi Alonso, the coach. And it has been rumored that Xabi Alonso may go and replace Ancelotti at Real Madrid. Now, if his coach goes, his coach has a lot of faith in him. He may not have the settled mind to remain in Leverkusen. You know that his deal to Al collapsed. And I don't think
I don't think he's going to remain there. He has to leave. There, he's not really having
other players might as well want to leave.
In England. A team in England.
That playing time he enjoyed last season, he's not enjoying it anymore. I think ever since that incident that happened in Leverkusen, he's been having issues. Same thing as Lookman too. Lookman too on the racism and the coach incident that happened. I know he has to go. So both of them, they are
Nigerians, they don't like it. They don't like it.
Which club I don't know. But I know that definitely both clubs.
Too much racism in Italy.
I heard Napoli is even coming for Lookman. Rumor that Napoli is trying to sign Lookman.
Lookman is going to leave Italy. Lookman is going to leave Italy.
He should leave. I support him leaving.
I'm so sure that if this new coach can actually quickly make some new signings, I'm almost certain that Lookman will definitely want to go back to England, because you know now he's England. He's English boy now.
Apart from that, he's not on good terms with that coach. Remember, the coach once criticized him for missing penalty kicks. So any opportunity he has to leave, he would leave that coach. They're not on good terms at all.
That thing is a big deal.
Yeah. Okay. So So I think that's it. Any last thoughts, Afolabi, about Boniface, about Lookman and Boniface in general?
Yeah, Boniface his stats have dropped a bit this season because of injuries. I think he should just try and keep himself fit. He was Rookie of the Year in the Bundesliga last year, and he did very well, scored over 20 goals. But this season, he's been out with hamstring and stuff. So he should keep himself fit so he can get a good move in the summer if he decides not to stay in Leverkusen. That's just basically what I feel.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know about you guys.
On my own opinion, on this Boniface guy, I think at some point he got carried away by the fame.
Yeah, he started believing in his hype.
He started believing in the hype and all.
The press hyping him.
Yeah. And secondly, most of going to Saudi Arabia, I don't think he's going to go there. But if he eventually go to Saudi Arabia, probably he's just going to go there probably a year, because most of all these young players, because I've been following that trend now, most of all these young players that are going to Saudi Arabia now, the max they are doing now is 1 year or 2 years. Check all these young players, they go there 1 year.
Said is their agents. They are exploiting these players. Boniface is too young for Saudi
Arabia to make money.
Exploiting them.
The money too is good. And most of all these players, they come from a poor home. You can't blame them.
We have to think about the racial thing.
A year, 2 years, you have
to think about the racial thing.
dollars.
Yes.
You wouldn't blame them.
we have to think about the racial thing.
Yeah, that will be our last topic. We'll talk about Gyökeres.
And the culture as well. And
all these teams, they're looking for Gyökeres because the white people will look out for themselves. Gyökeres right now, out of all the white number nine, he's the best out of all the young number nine, and he's marketable. He's tied to Arsenal. What are your thoughts on that?
You to look at Arsenal now. Instead of Arsenal to be very, very keen on getting Osimhen, because they know that Osimhen will definitely perform, but they are focusing on Gyökeres and Sesko. Are you telling me that Osimhen, Gyökeres and Sesko? Are you telling me Osimhen shouldn't be top of their priority too?
Saeed, you know what the problem is? Saeed, look at John Chidobe. The reason John Chidobe left Arsenal youth setup was because of wages. Arsenal won't be able to pay Osimhen's wages. That is the problem. Not that they don't like him. They have a fixed wage.
But they can pay Rice. They can play Declan Rice.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Those ones are community boys.
They can't pay his own 75 million.
Rice is an English boy. Rice is an English boy.
Exactly.
He's a community boy.
Yeah, so look at Gyökeres release clause from Sporting CP is 100 million. They said they may bring it down to 70 or 85. You know what it is? The Europeans will still look out for themselves. And I think Gyökeres is in the running for Arsenal, Man U, and Man City. I don't know why Man City need him when they already have someone. And Man U, I don't know why they need him. I'm looking at Arsenal as being a contender for him.
Arsenal should go for him fast.
Yeah. Gyökeres will either go to Arsenal or Man U. So if Man U gets him quickly, then probably Arsenal will now be focusing on Sesko before.
And I'm also hearing that Gyökeres wants to go to Real Madrid. That's where he wants to go. Now, wow, this thing is serious.
There's nobody that will hear Madrid that will not want to go to Madrid. Madrid is a big club.
They'll move on. Where will they move on? They'll move on this guy to the right, Mbappe. Yeah. But then what would they do? Who's the other guy? Not Rafinha. Who's the other guy? Rodrigo.
Is it Rodrigo?
They sell Rodrigo or sell Mbappe.
No, they won't even sell Rodrigo. Is that a young boy, that Hendrick boy? That one will go on loan or something.
But meanwhile, they won't face their midfield. They won't face their midfield. Yeah.
They need to work on their midfield because Madrid midfield, they need mostly creativity. They need to work on it.
All right, guys. So we're done for today. I don't know when we'll do either. Maybe this. Are people free tomorrow at 12? If not, we can do the World Cup one next weekend. It's up to you guys. Yeah.
I'll be free, but it will be in the evening.
Oh yeah, so maybe we'll do that either on Sunday or later on in the week, Monday or Tuesday. Okay.
I think Sunday will be fine by me.
Oh yeah, we'll see. I think maybe because I know me and Afala we have Buddhism on Sunday, but we can do it also on Sunday. Maybe the Buddhism God will tell us where they're going. Oh yeah, so maybe Sunday, but I'll talk to you guys. We'll figure it out. All right, take us out.
All right.
Okay, it's been another brilliant football show. We have been discussing Nigerian players and transfer news. And from Mustafa, Saeed, and Warif, it's bye for now.
Have a good one. Good night.